beautiful. It's Sunday the 17th of January 2021. Still can't believe how fast this month is going. It's bonkers. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope this is a day full of self-care and just soulful loveliness. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm not sure. Normally I use Sunday afternoons as treks into ecotherapy territory, and I go up the mountain or by the ocean, but it's been so cold here that I'm not actually sure it would be a pleasure at the moment. It's been kind of -3, which sounds ridiculous for Spain, but it's true. And yeah, I've been preferring to be holed up. Although saying that, I do think I might end up going and clearing the garden out and the greenhouse out, ready for the new season of sowing things. I need to sow my tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff. So maybe I'll do that. Anyway, whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a lovely day. This, as I often forget to remind everybody, is a message for the collective. It's a 3-card reading. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, spirit animals, please guide my beautiful Firefly ladies. What do they need to know about business, finance and career today? Just in case you were wondering, I don't really do romance stuff, but if it pops up, it pops up. And I might change my mind down the line. Everything's interlinked really, isn't it? But so, the 3-card reading. When I first started this, do you know what? I wanted to do a 2-card or a 1-card reading, just a daily card. And it grew into this thing where I ended up doing 3 cards. And then sometimes, like yesterday, I end up doing even more than 3. Because either I'm too knuckle-headed to understand the message, or it just needs further clarification and 3 cards just aren't enough. So anyway, I'm going to just be quiet for a second while I get you your 3 cards for today. Oops. I'm trying to get 900 million cards now. That's not good, is it? Okay, so this one is going to be a 3-card reading. Good. Let's have a look what we've got. The Shadow. Self-empowerment and ambition. Oh, the Tower. And the 7 of Shells. We've got ambitions twice, look. That's interesting. Okay. Ooh. We've got the Jackal, the Shadow. We've got the Chameleon, the Tower. And we've got the Lobster, the 7 of Shells. We've got 2 cards here that pertain to ambition. So there's definitely something to do with ambition here. This guy tends to be about your shadow self, about the part of you that maybe you can be a little bit ashamed of or scared by. And the overwhelming feeling that I'm getting from this is that this is actually about some sort of fear. Some fear of success that you need to really address now. It's time to address your fear. You are ambitious, without a doubt. You definitely see where you want to be and what you want to be. But this fear, this anxiety, whatever that is, whether it's a fear of being visible, whether it's a fear of putting yourself out there, whether it's a fear of being you, doing you, being, you know, just an unauthentic version of you, is holding you back from these ambitions. And it's time to empower yourself now. The Tower is about awakening. It's talking here about revelations sudden change, upheaval or chaos. But actually in this context, with this card, it's asking you to release these fears that you have. Let them go. Don't suppress them, because suppressing them, pretending they don't exist, it's not a positive thing to do. You don't want to go down that route of suppressing fears and anxieties. You have to get them out of the shadows, if you like, and into the light, so that you can actually deal with them. And, you know, why is it that you're afraid? What is it you're afraid of? Are these fears, are they logical? Are they real? Or are they just something that you've built up in your mind? That, you know, started off as a little nugget of something that has now grown into something massive. You know, maybe you've seen something happen to somebody else and now you're convinced it's going to happen to you, or, you know, you're worried about attracting a load of trolls online, or you're worried about people complaining, or wanting refunds, or, you know, what exactly is it that you're afraid of? Because these fears are keeping you down. So you need to get those fears out and think, why am I afraid of these things? Perhaps you need to do a bit of soul healing to figure out, you know, what it is that is causing you this fear and anxiety. Because it is time now to let them go. You have to let them go. And with the Seven of Shells, it's all about emotions. It's all about, you know, your choices on an emotional level. And it could be that you need to make some choices now. 7 is about bringing everything into alignment. It's about achieving things, about achieving your ambitions. What choices do you need to make now to achieve everything that you want to achieve? What is it that will bring everything into alignment now? Because clearly things aren't in alignment. There's fears and anxieties and worries going on. So that essentially is the basis of this reading. What it is causing you to be fearful? What aspects of your shadow self are holding you back? Because there's going to be a change. It's time for you to release that. It's time for you to let it all go. And it could feel like an upheaval. There could be a revelation, something that is told to you, something that you find out that really helps you clear this. So it could be that, you know, maybe you've seen a client and you've been left feeling fear and anxiety because of something that they may or may not have said. Your tower moment could be when suddenly somebody comes back to you and says, oh, but they said you were marvellous. You know, they've referred you to me because you were so amazing. And you think, but hang on, I was so terrified. I thought that I'd done a really bad job of that. But now I'm learning that they thought I was amazing. And not only that, they referred me to somebody else. You're going to find that out. Which then is going to bring you this alignment. This achievement. This feeling that, yes, it's okay. You've got choices, decisions, possibilities, all sorts in front of you. It's time to look at your choices. You've got a lot of choices. Focus in a little bit. Try not to do everything at once. Don't really like this reading. It's not coming easy to me. The message in the book says that wandering through his emotional landscape, Lobster is in search of ambitions and ideas that seem to have drifted away. Awakening to the endless possibilities life has to offer, he's come to a crossroad of choices. He's persistent and eager to embrace his imagination as he explores his options. He takes time to ponder the choices that are most important to him. Lobster is your creative guide in making the best decisions that will help you move ahead into new desirable situations. Choices are aplenty in the world, but by focusing inward, you're giving yourself the energy needed to focus without attempting to do everything at once. Are these anxieties and fears allowing your ambitions and ideas to drift away? Is that what you've been doing? Have you had opportunities given to you and you've thought, yeah, I'll do that, and then gone, no, wait, back up. I'm too afraid. I've got 1,000,001 different excuses as to why I can't actually push ahead with that. People will find out that I'm an imposter and a fraud and that I'm not good enough and that, you know, I'm not really fit for purpose. I can't do this job. I'm just play acting. And you've missed out. You've ended up wandering around, wondering where your ambitions and ideas have gone. It's time to release them. It's time to release these fears that are stopping you making your choices and discovering your ambitions without shadow of a doubt. Okay. On that note, I'm going to find you a spirit animal message. We all have fears, we all have worries, we all have the shadow side. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a tragedy if we let it stop us doing what we were put here on this planet to do, which is to shine a light on this world at the moment. You know, we need to be building wealth and being philanthropic and, you know, changing lives here. And by letting our fears and anxieties get in the way, we're disempowering ourselves, aren't we? And that's not how we want to be. So it's time we need to release this stuff. It really is. And then we can move forward. Who have we got? Oh, this is really strange. I got this the other day. Otter Spirit. You're not alone. And you're not. This was the card that advises you to reach out to other people, to give them a hug, to be friendly, to be connected, to remind people that you care. And I said, obviously, at the time, and it still stands, with the COVID situation, this is not an option for us to go hugging people, you know, necessarily, unless they're in your own household, obviously, but, you know, there is a frustration that we can't just go and hug who we want to hug. But what I'm getting from this card today is some reassurance that whatever this shadow thing is, these fears, these worries that you've got that are holding you back, you're not on your own. I just said there, as I was shuffling the cards, we all have our worries, our fears, our shadow stuff that holds us back if we allow it to, and disempowers us. This card's reminding you you're not alone. If you need to find somebody, a buddy, a friend, somebody to talk through these fears with, I guarantee you they'll understand exactly what you're getting at. They might not know your full-on situation, they might not understand it fully, but they will understand what you're saying. And maybe you need to remind yourself that you're not alone and that there are people out there to support you, to get through this, to get past this and help you release these things. You're never alone. I'm here. I'm always here. You can always email me. If you look in the show notes below, my email address is there. I read all my emails. Nobody else reads them, only me. And if you want to email me and talk about any of this stuff, you can do, or you can just drop a comment below and we can chat below this video. Whatever way you want to do it, but you are never alone. Alright? And on that note, I'm going to leave now, and I'm going to wish you much love and magic always. Always, always. And I'll see you next week.